So today I am going to get my eyebrows tattooed, and tomorrow I am going to go get my lips tattooed. So I thought I might as well film this process so you can see the before, the during, and the after of everything. Before we jump into the video, I thought I would also run you through what my lips and my eyebrows look like currently. But I thought I would also note that I have had my eyebrows done for 2 years now. So this is my second refresh touch-up, and then I've had my lips done for a year. So this is my first yearly touch-up. So I thought I would also pop up on the screen my before and afters of when I got them the very first time, and then I will also do a before and after my annual retouches that I'm doing today and tomorrow. But I thought I would show you what they do look like now before my touch-ups. So these are my lips. They have faded quite a bit, but I did realize when I went to go book my touch-up that in fact I could have gotten them done at an earlier stage. She does offer a 6-month touch-up, which is like half the price. So I think after this one I will rebook for in another 6 months time. So when I first got them done, I did go for a really pink color, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to go for that again when I go get those tomorrow. In terms of my eyebrows, these are what they're looking like currently. I did in fact actually go get my eyebrows waxed and trimmed yesterday at the benefit counter at Ballantyne's, just because I wanted them to be very trimmed and clean and easy to work with for the tattoo artist today, just to make sure I make the most of my money and she can get all the way to my skin and tattoo as much as possible. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I will take you along the process of getting them both tattooed. I just wanted to run you through each of the steps that were carried out. So she first started out by checking on whether she needs to remap out my eyebrows. However, my brows kept a really good shape, so she just skipped this step. She then moved on to numbing my eyebrows, and then she applied some cellophane onto them and left them probably for around 5 minutes for them to kick in. After the 5 minutes was up, she then removed the numbing cream from one eyebrow and then just cleaned up around the eyebrow, plucking any loose hairs, and then she began on the tattooing process. She then removed the ink residue and started cleansing my eyebrows. And here is the grand reveal. And this is the final product, which I am very happy with. So I have just gotten back from my eyebrow appointment, and that took a total of 1 hour, and this is what they are currently looking like, which I'm very happy with. She told me that over the next few days they will darken up a bit, and then nearing the end of the 7 days they will start to dry up, flake and peel off, and then after 7 days you'll see the full result. So I just wanted to mention what the aftercare is like, and I got this little aftercare baggie with a few things in it, which was $10, and this has some balm in it as well as some wet sort of makeup pads, and I'm basically meant to like dab my eyebrows every 30 minutes for the next 4 hours, and then tonight, and then I meant to put like a rice grain size worth of the balm through my eyebrows, and then I'm going to do that for another 7 days, morning and night with the balm. So I will leave you here, but I will catch back in with you each day as my eyebrows go through the healing process. Hey guys, so I have just pulled up at my lip tattoo appointment, but before I go in I thought I would just show you what my eyebrows are looking like currently, and this is them on day 1. So they're looking just very bold and out there, no peeling at all, just basically how they looked yesterday. So yeah, no real update on my eyebrows now, and this is how my lips are looking like now. And let's head in and I'll show you the process of getting my lips tattooed. And just like before, I am going to run through each and every step that is carried out during the lip blushing process. So here we go guys. Here is the colour I went for, which is called Soft Red, and here is my lips getting nice and sterilised before we start the process. I was then shown the brand new needle which will be used during the process. I was required to watch her open it and put it onto her tattoo gun just so I know she is 100% using a brand new needle for me. I then was given this little guide that I could squeeze during the process to release any tension and pain I may be feeling. We then move on to the tattoo process. So first she begins with one initial pass through the whole entire lips without using any form of numbing cream. To be honest, I would rate this probably a 4 to 5 out of 10 in terms of pain level. I honestly found it quite bearable. After she finishes doing the initial run through, she then applies secondary numbing cream which can only work on broken skin. The secondary numbing cream is then left for about 5 minutes for it to kick in. And then here is what my lips are looking currently after one pass through. After the 5 minutes is up, we begin the tattooing process again. And here is me straight after the tattooing is finished. I am very swollen and looking a little crazy, I would say. And here is the lanolin I was given for the healing process to constantly keep applying to ensure my lips are kept nice and hydrated. And here I am after I got home from my lip blushing appointment, and silly me, I had the camera on the wrong setting so we cannot hear at all what I was saying. However, I will give you a little bit of a rundown. I was basically saying on how severely swollen my lips were and how I was bleeding quite a lot during the process. This typically happens when you consume caffeine within 24 hours of the treatment. However, I didn't actually have any caffeine 24 hours prior to the treatment, so I think it was just more of a personal thing that happened to me, but that's definitely something to note. I then went on to say that the colour you're seeing now, which is quite a pinky colour, isn't the colour you're meant to be seeing, which is meant to be a soft red. And this is because I was bleeding quite a bit, which meant my lips held onto the numbing quite a lot, which resulted in my white blood cells coming to the surface, making the colour appear a lot lighter than it is. I was told that this would wear off probably in the next few hours, or at least definitely the next day. The colour would come through a lot more vibrant and a lot more red. And that is the end of my little sum up. I thought I would also mention that I will insert a little Q&A at the end of this video covering all of the most commonly asked questions in relation to both lip blushing and eyebrow microblading. So stick around for that. Hey guys, so I thought I would jump on and show you what my lips are looking like on day 1. So this is what they're looking like. They obviously have gone down so much in terms of swelling, and the colour has gotten a lot darker than what they originally looked straight after tattooing. So I'm very, very happy with how the colour is looking so far, but I know this colour will fade by at least 50% by the end of the healing process. So yeah, this is day 1 and I'll continue checking in on the next few days. So it is now day 2 post getting my eyebrows tattooed. So I thought I would pop on and show you how they're looking, but they are basically still looking like they did yesterday. Nice and bold, nice and solid, still moisturized. And yeah, I'm really, really liking how they look. So there still is no peeling, scabbing or dryness as of yet, but I will keep checking in with you guys for the rest of the week and we'll see how they go. Hey guys, it is now 9 days post getting my eyebrows done and 8 days post getting my lips tattooed. So I thought I would just do a little Q&A section here where I answer most of the commonly asked questions in terms of both of these treatments. The first question is, what was the pain level like? So in terms of my eyebrows, honestly, I'd rate it a 1 or a 2 out of 10, and that is because the lady applies numbing cream and then leaves it for around 5 minutes for it to kick in before she starts any form of tattooing. However, in terms of my lips, I found it to be probably a 4 out of 5. The reason for the higher pain level for the lips is because she doesn't apply numbing cream straight away. She does an initial pass through on both your top and your bottom lip before she goes in and applies numbing cream. So you're probably going through a little tiny little bit of discomfort for about 5 to 10 minutes as she does the initial pass through. After that, she then applies secondary numbing, leaves it for 5 minutes, and then continues on with the tattooing process. And then obviously the pain level will decrease down to, I'd say it was probably a 2.5, 3 out of 10. And the outsides of your lips were fine, but the center of your lips, both your top and your bottom, is the most sensitive part of your lip. I thought I would note with you here now that obviously this is what my lips are looking like currently on day 8. And the reason as to why I haven't done any other updates during the week is because I found that my lips and my eyebrows, but this is what my eyebrows are looking like, no product on either one, just literally some lip balm, clear lip balm. But honestly, my eyebrows and my lips does not peel nowhere near as bad as when I got them initially tattooed. I was honestly finding that I didn't have to update you at all. The only thing I could update you on was that my eyebrows and my lips were getting dry. I was hardly seeing any peeling at all. Maybe when I applied my lip balm or I applied my balm on my eyebrows morning and night, there was the tiniest little specks falling out as I'm obviously pushing through the balm. But other than that, I hardly had any form of peeling. Maybe it's different when you get it done the very first time because your lips have never, or your eyebrows have never ever gone through this process before. So maybe it's a bit different when you get a touch-up. The next question I had was, how much did they cost? We'll start off with eyebrows. In terms of my eyebrows, the cost depended on 2 things. One, what form of tattooing style you're getting, because there's 3. And then the second thing it depends on is whether you're going with a principal or a senior tattooist. Senior is here, and then the next stage up is a principal. So it's just in terms of their years of experience. I'll run you through the prices of each form of eyebrow style and depending on what tattoo artist you're getting. For combination brows, going with a more experienced artist is $750. For a combination brow with a senior artist, that is $650. There's a $100 difference there. If we then move on to the next style of eyebrow tattooing, there is what you call either a powder or an ombre tattoo. For a principal artist, it is $650, and then for a senior artist, it's $550. We then move on to microblading. So for that, principal artist is $650 and senior artist is $550. Between all 3 of the forms of tattooing and the artist, the range of getting your eyebrows done is from $550 to $750. Then from there, you will be going back annually. So every year you'll be going back for a touch-up. This may depend also on how your eyebrow and your skin is holding onto the tattoo. You may go back maybe every 2 years or year and a half, but this touch-up is $380. If we move on to the lip blushing cost, the initial process cost $600. You then go back 6 weeks later, which costs $250. Then from there, any further touch-ups come at different prices depending on how often you go back. If you go back 6 months later, it will be $350. If you go back 12 months later, it will be $500. If you go back 24 months later, $600. So if we move on to the next question, this is what type of style tattoo did I get for my brows? I'll first go through each of the definitions for each of the styles. Combination brows is the most popular cosmetic brow tattooing treatment because it combined 2 techniques: microblading and powder brows. Natural hair strokes are created at the front of the brow, then powder brow shading is used to fill in and complete the rest of the brow for a natural yet defined look. Then if we move on to the microblading is when just hair strokes are drawn in the direction of the natural hair growth in order to achieve a hypo-realistic eyebrow look. Then powder brows is the technique to create eyebrows with a soft powder effect. Very similar to powder makeup, the powder effect is done with a shading technique using a permanent makeup device similar to a tattoo gun. I will pop also on the screen an image of all of those styles. In terms of what I got, when I went the very first time, I'll pop up on the screen my before and after. This is when I got microblading. However, when I went back for my 6 to 8 week touch-up, I then ended up going for combination brow, which made it a little bit more defined. I feel like it was good starting out with microblading to make sure you don't regret going too intense to start with. However, then when I went for my annual touch-up, which I've just gone for, I went for the full powder look. So we're on to the last and final question, and that is, what color did you get on your lips? The color I went for was in the shade Soft Red, and the brand of that was Tina Davies, which it basically is a pinky red, and I'm really happy on how it turned out. That is the end of all the questions. I hope you found this video as informative as possible. However, if I have missed any questions you may want answering to, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to answer them in the comment section, or I will cover them in an upcoming video. But that is all from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!